Hey guys, welcome to another episode. I have to warn you. Immediately. Um, I wasn't a fan of today's drawing. I wasn't prepared. I overestimated my capabilities, and I'm gonna be doing some drawing off camera to make up for it. You'll see it tomorrow. But you know what today's episode is all about? Sex, guys. At the time of this recording, I haven't had sex all summer. And high key, I think I gotta lock it. I know I was like, I don't like Hinge on day one of it, but it's grown on me. And I see the vision now. But like, fully, lust has been on my mind all day. And it's crazy. And like, I know I was like unsure of having casual sex and whatever, but like, it's cool. I feel like that want for deep sex will always be there, but putting myself in this position where it weighs on me just means I should go and do it to fucking not have it weigh on me. The fuck? Like, especially because porn high key disgusts me genuinely. And my relationship with sex needs to grow beyond me. And it's like, I'm young, sprung, I'm 21. Yeah, let's talk about sex, or my sex life. There is no sex life. Yeah. For real, like right now, I'm just chilling. You know, Hinge is finally clicking for me. Shit, maybe that's why I'm not feeling so lustful today. But literally, just like when it comes to my relationship with sex, I realized I over intellectualize like a lot of things. But I find capturing my growth really interesting, and being able to see how I grow as an individual from day to day, video to video. I feel like it's something really cool, and like you really see the process of humanity right before your very eyes. And like, even if I'm the only one that watches this, I think it's cool to literally just have 60 days of growth and evolution put before you that you can really witness, and then you can see like just the full change of it. I think it's something beautiful. But yeah, when it comes to sex, look, I talked about it last week. Ideally, I would just want one person to have sex with casually. We get super deep, super intimate with it and whatnot. But like, that takes time and effort, and that takes a relationship to be cultivated. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. So I guess meaningless casual sex is the answer. And like, that's cool. That's really cool with me, actually. That's super cool with me, actually. Um, there was a period of time when I was unsure about ever leaning into any sorts of casual sex. And that's literally just because I felt like it would make me view myself in a negative light. I felt like I had a negative connotation with it. And I really feel like that goes back to the relationship that I had with porn and how I discovered it at such an early age, honestly. And I built upon that. When it comes to how I've wanted myself to be desired and such, porn had such a massive influence on that. Seriously. You know, when I was a child, the black objectification is the terms by which I came to understand desirability. I came to understand that without explicit language, that for me to be desired was to be objectified. And that really had a detrimental effect on all of the relationships that I was trying to pursue in my adolescent years and like teenage years. Seriously. And like now I feel like I'm reeling off the other edges of that, where I only wanted something incredibly deep to know love and like everything like that. But it's like, first I need to understand myself so I can understand how I am being objectified or how I'm not being objectified and all that, right? Because like seriously, um, I really thought that I was most desired when I was being used at a very young age, and the consequences of that, I couldn't even register until like the past year or two. Honestly, I wasn't able to even be aware to the fullest of just how this really played a role in my life. Because like I found porn in first grade, and it had always played a role in my life very consistently. Um, I want to say until like the reeling, like to like the last bits of quarantine, where I was like, okay, um, really need to reflect and change. Genuinely, it was first after my first girlfriend ever broke up with me, and it's because I was like I was liking um a lot of Instagram models, and on Twitter too. And like she was talking about how that would make her feel insecure, and like I just wasn't registering it. I see big butt, my pee pee get hard. I like picture. That's what I was thinking. And I didn't. It didn't register to me just how deeply that was affecting her until she broke up with me, and I really took that time to reflect and try growing as an individual. And from there, my relationship with sex and porn changed into one that moved away from the objectification of the other to the objectification of the self. That's how I'm gonna leave it. But like really, um, I mean, those lustful ideations were always there. I was enjoying myself, stroking that shit and whatever throughout quarantine and summer. Like I lost my virginity when I was 17, and that introduced me to a different kind of sexual appreciation that I needed to learn as well. Man, I'm getting very vulnerable with you guys today. But honestly, I think these vulnerable sexual conversations need to occur. And even if it's just like a conversation with myself, I think it needs to occur. Because who knows, maybe you guys will relate, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, the sex that I had with that girlfriend, I enjoyed, but it opened me up to a new kind of insecurity and awareness to how sex plays a role in my expression and how it changes the relationships. And I feel like with that hyper awareness that was brought upon me, it made me yearn for something like very viscerally deep, that I found that the sex that I would be searching for is equally as deep as like the intangible love that I have for myself and that exists between me and this other person. But I don't think I was ready for that then. You know, like, what is going through my mind right now is like that depth of love that I'm always searching for, even when I'm having sex with another individual, still something that can only be attained by me. Oh, how hopeless. Is love always this hopeless, guys? Can it only ever be satisfied by yourself? It's cool if that's the case, I guess. I think that makes things really simple. Okay, because like right now, let's do a little mental exercise. If the love that you have for yourself is as boundless as possible and whatnot, even if you're having like just straight up lustful sex, like you will still love yourself to an impossibly deep degree during that sex than another person could. Right? Right. So, even if your relationship is incredibly deep between each other, like that would make the sex even better. But like, it is only getting to that like stage of feeling that emotionally fulfilling as well because you have reached another type of depth of self-love between you two, you know, and you guys can share that. That makes sense. I feel like it's going back to those like trifectas of love that I was talking about, maximizing your self-love so that way you can share it with the other people. I feel like that type of sex can only occur with like both people maximized, and then it's like all that extra stuff. You know, like where I'm at in my journey and my life and my understanding of my sex. I'm just gonna enjoy myself. The fuck? That's it. I'm gonna do another drawing. I think I'm literally just gonna be practicing my lines just to get things straighter, because I feel like I'm getting good at like general sketching, but I feel like the form is missing. But yeah, sex, get wet, get nasty, enjoy yourselves. Whoever sees this, I hope you have a bountiful sex life. But be careful with that porn shit. It's disgusting. I mean, look, it's not disgusting. Enjoy your sex. Enjoy pornography. Enjoy your life. You know? But like, okay, hold up. Let's go back. My relationship with porn is one where I try to consume it as little as possible, unless like I'm just like you get me, because literally like it's always gonna appeal to you, especially because like look, I'd be freaked out. I won't lie. So like, enjoy yourself. You know, it's not, and like disgusting is an exaggeration. It's literally just like why watch porn? I feel like watching porn it takes away from what I could really be doing with myself. Whenever I do allow myself to like commit to it, like I enjoy it, but it's never a fulfilling type of enjoyment. You know, I never feel fulfilled after. I never, like, the pleasure that I get out of it is so, like, stunted. You know, I'll enjoy what I watch, but when it comes down to masturbating to it, it's not the same. You know, getting the dopamine off of watching it sometimes feels better than actually masturbating to it. You get me? That's me. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow.